Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Generally Speaking podcast with Ty and Cody. This is the second episode. Don't forget to subscribe and like if you're watching on the YouTube channel. But if you're not watching on the YouTube channel, we do have a SoundCloud page.
Yes.
That SoundCloud page is not as popular as YouTube page because we haven't been promoting it as much. So check out the SoundCloud page if you haven't. It's Generally Speaking with Ty and Cody. You can just look that up.
Yes.
Today we got a very special guest.
Very special guest. Yes.
Coming all the way from New York City. We got comedian Will Dinola. Woo! Will.
Congratulations, guys, for celebrity appearance.
Yes.
Yes.
How are you doing, Will?
I'm well.
You're posted up in New York City, right?
Yes.
In Queens?
Yes, I live in Queens.
Queens.
So when you were there, you were in Manhattan, right?
Yeah, I was Upper West Side.
So how far is that from Queens?
It's a good place. It's Upper West Side's okay.
It's okay.
How far is
It's okay. I don't know. Not too far. Just a quick little train ride, maybe.
How far are you from me?
Where at? Yeah. That's what he's asking. Where at in Queens?
Yeah, I mean, I could take the train probably like 35 minutes and then get to like 59th, like Lexington 59th.
Right. Yeah.
And then
just be like
kind of close.
Right.
So did you guys ever meet up when you were in New York together or not?
No,
we never did. We were gonna hit a studio session.
We were gonna try to rap, yeah, but
Oh, you should have done that. That would have been so funny.
Wait, Will, remember our rap beef, bro?
Oh yeah, the elephant in the room.
Yes, elephant in the room.
That is the
elephant. Cody, you know about that?
I think I saw the Twitter beef. I can't recall what it actually was about. If you want to bring that up, you can.
I think we have to, right?
Yeah, I mean,
I think so. I mean, this is the place to do it, you know.
Generally speaking,
yeah, this is the place to do it. So wait, what do you think happened? I actually don't really know what happened.
Well,
so do you want to explain?
I don't know much. All I remember is getting a text from someone saying, "Holy shit, Will put out a diss track on you." And I just got out of class, and I'm listening to it while I'm walking home, and I'm like, wow, this is a little fire. I might have to respond. I just might have to respond. Spent the whole afternoon making a beat, writing the song, recording it, editing it all just to put it out that night. And a couple of little Twitter beefs back and forth. But I don't know. I don't know what the beef was between me and Will. I don't know, man. What do you?
I mean, I think what happened was that I think it started with I was texting Meyer or something.
Wait, who's Meyer?
Meyer Sains.
Yeah.
Bad Health.
Shout out to Bad Health.
Yes.
No, okay. I think I was texting him and I just said it'd be fun to fake do a beef. I don't know if it was a
Oh, it was fake. It was a fake beef.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. It was just
it's
fun
all fake.
Yeah.
No, it's not. No, but I think it was like around the Drake Pusha T time, or maybe Meek Mill and Drake or something like that.
Was this part of like your Sure character, or was this a different thing?
No, this was like YDTM adjacent.
YDTM.
Like I was bored.
So Will, how many different groups or projects are you a part of?
All right, now it's time to plug everything I'm doing. All right, that's why I came on. I mean, okay, so the rap thing, YDTM, that's a hip hop collective. That's sort of a joke.
That's a group. So who's in that group?
Started as a joke, got a little bit more serious with it. We haven't done anything in quite
Hey, I want to say the YDTM album you guys put out, I fucking loved it. I loved it.
Yeah, I liked it too.
I loved it. I'm not gonna lie.
That was probably, I think must have been July 2018 we put it out.
Yeah.
Was it the last album you dropped?
That's the last thing we've dropped. There's been a few singles here and there, but not anything like a full project. I don't know when we're going to do the next thing. The members are all over the place. So one of them is going to the Marines soon. One of them is,
Oh wow!
What?
one of them, yeah. So like,
Wait, which one?
my cousin Ben is going to the Marines.
Wow.
So I don't know what the next thing we're doing with that is, but yeah, that's one thing. And then I'll plug the Real Sure Band, or no, that's not that's the Real Sure Band thing at Bandcamp or .bandcamp.com. You can get some, that's where I do.
And that's just you, right? That's a solo band type thing?
That's like a solo project, but I include other people on it. The album is finished, by the way. It's mastered. It's mixed.
Ooh. Is it out or is
it's not out yet because here's the thing is I'm trying to put it out on a label because I think more people need to hear it. I think if at least if it's just, if I just put it out, it's going to be like you guys hear it. Not that I don't want you guys to hear it, just you guys, but I think I've been sitting on it for probably like 3-4 years. So
wow.
Ooh.
The songs are
That's
old.
about to be heat.
It's gonna be heat.
That's gonna be heat.
So yeah, so that's done, but sitting on it. That project, Gulf of Mexico album, is also done.
Wait, can I ask a question real quick about the Sir album? Do you have an estimated date of when it'll be out, or are you just?
No, this one I can't really give you an estimate.
Okay.
I'm hoping this year because I like the year 2020 how it looks.
Yeah, I do too. It is a good year. It is a
good year.
Is it a good year? I mean, we almost went to war last month.
No, it's a great year.
It's a great year if you're an optimist.
No war.
All right, it's all right.
That's what I'm
pessimistic. It's probably a bad year.
Bernie Sanders 2020.
Yeah,
2020, baby.
2020. You were talking about your Gulf of Mexico band?
Yeah, I was gonna say Gulf of Mexico. I'll plug that. That record is going to drop, and I don't know if I should say this, but it's going to be dropping.
Say it. Go ahead and say it.
It's going to be dropping, and it's going to be a surprise drop.
Oh.
Although it's a little bit less of a surprise now, but we're going to drop it at some point when you have no idea.
Okay. That's going to be good. Is it some... Okay. I respect that.
That was recorded 2017, 2018.
So when was the last time you dropped an album? You said 2017? Was that Contigo Sin 2? Contigo Sin T album?
That came out 2016.
2016. Was that the last project you guys dropped?
Yeah.
Okay. And you've been sitting on this for a couple years, you said?
Yeah, sitting on this for a couple years. Kind of the same thing happened. We sent it out to labels. The problem is it's this chicken or the egg thing. Are you going to tour? And build a following and then release something.
That's how you get the audience to tour.
But my thing is I can't really logistically tour unless I have enough of a following behind a record. So it's like this, okay, which one, kind of thing. But we'll see.
Yeah.
I have a question. How did Gulf of Mexico get started? Like what? Because I remember going to school with all you guys, but it's just like, when I first heard,
I've always wondered where the name came from. I've always wondered how you got that name.
Right.
Okay, so first the band started with, it started because Ethan and I wanted to make a band because, we were music fans, and I think a big inspiration was there's a Frostburg band, that a bunch of Mountain Ridge kids that we were friends with.
What was the name of that band?
Called Sea Lions.
Sea Lions, okay.
And they would play at the Warren with Perfect Future.
Perfect Future.
Yeah, so they were like surf rock emo kind of, and actually Sam Schreiber now has a new project, Short Fictions, which is doing really well. Is getting they're touring. They got a new record out. Go listen to it. It's really good. It's a great record. But they really inspired us to start a project. And so then we were friends with John, and we needed a third member at least. And so we just kind of did a jam session, and
it clicked.
I think we wrote one song the first 1 or 2 practices or something. And then in terms of the band name, I think we went through a variety ideas until I was just sitting in front of a map, and I just was looking at I was looking at the body of water, and then I was like, well, how can it be a little bit more searchable? And so I just changed the letter.
I always imagined it that you guys were playing Jeopardy in Mr. Zamias' class, and the answer was Gulf of Mexico, and one of you guys spelled it wrong. And you just thought it was funny.
That's better. That's really specific for you to come up with that, to think that was the...
Yeah, I don't know. I came up with that a long time ago, but I never...
Probably a dream you had. You were thinking about us.
I was thinking about you. You're right, I was. So, how did you come up with the name Sure for that solo group?
Because that also started as a joke, kind of, just to rip off 80s pop songs. So it's a reference to Wham, which is also a word that's 4 letters and also has an exclamation point at the end of it. But Sure is just funny to me because it was like, it's kind of like a shrug of a name. So I kind of like that. But now it's funny because it kind of represents optimism for like trying new things and being a little bit hesitant, but also trying them. Like, sure.
Yeah, it's true. So wait, Ty, you do music as well, don't you?
I sure do music.
You rap?
I sure do rap. I sing. I do as much as I can.
Okay, what was that album you dropped a couple years ago? Was that
Say Less? That was last year, I think. Yeah, last year. No, almost a year and a half. I dropped Say Less, just I'd call it more of a mixtape than an album, I guess, because like it's just a collection of songs that, to get you interested into what I got to do. But
do you have any mixtape in the works?
I sure do. I got a couple of I have a couple songs in the works, and I'm also me and Bad House about to drop another album soon, so I'm about to go recoup that. Huh?
You and who?
Bad Health.
Oh, so cool.
Yes.
Yeah, that's cool.
And
so just do you think going to like performing arts school improve that rap?
Yes, like I told you about how we had VPS, like we worked on our diction, and so like because I like to rap fast sometimes, and so like, and when I listen back to my older stuff, it's like when I'm rapping fast, it's like I'm bunching words together and it's not very like clear. And so like now when I'm doing it, like I know how to warm my face up, I know how to like enunciate a lot more, and it's just like when I'm writing new things, I'm not afraid to like string words together in a way to work, because like sometimes when I would write, I would like, I can't do this because it's too hard for me to. I can write it, but can I rap it is the thing. But now I'm like,
Tyon, can I ask you something?
Yes, please do.
Did you do breath control? Like
yes.
Wait, what's breath control? What do you do? How does that work? I don't.
So it's more breath control is more like, I would say it would start with great posture and being loose.
Yeah.
So that way you can release your stomach. Like if you're tense, you're not gonna have a good breath. If you're nice and loose, your muscles are nice and loose.
So wait, do they designate like a whole class to that,
yes,
or is that
just
like, really?
Yes,
I've always wanted to take something like that.
Wait, how long was that class?
It was a good 2 hours.
So you just sat there and breathed.
We would
Twice a
do.
week.
Well, no, we would do we would stretch, do a whole bunch of stretching, whole bunch of facial exercise, whole bunch of exercise to get you loose for a whole hour and a half, and then the last leg of the class we would work on our monologues and like really like work on the diction, the acting, and all that. But it's just like it's all about the breath. Everything about anything is about the breath.
How would they grade you? On your breath.
You're like, they would watch your body, are you actually breathing? Because they can see if you're breathing or not. Like your body, like you don't want to, first off, when you breathe, you don't want to raise your shoulders when you breathe also. So they're trying to see, is your chest expanding? Is your stomach expanding? Are you like standing nice and straight? Do you have a good posture? And then they would grade us on our monologues also, like the diction. Are we using our are the plosives nice and clear? Are we hitting all the sounds? Just like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
so at the performing arts school, at the performing arts school, Did you guys focus on mainly acting classes or mostly singing classes, or like a mixture of both?
It depended on what. Oh shoot! It depended on what. It depended on what focus you wanted. They had the studio program, the dance program, and the music theater program. So like studio kids would just focus on acting. They would have some singing classes and some dance classes, but like mostly acting. Music theater was like dance, acting, and singing all together, like, you know, all combined. And then dance majors just had like a lot. Like, dude, they had to, every day was dancing for them, and it was a lot for that. Like,
so what focus were you?
Huh?
What focus were you?
Music theater.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So what was that? What were you about to say? I remember. Sorry, I cut you off. I was just curious.
Oh, I was talking. Well, if you wanted to work on your breath, dude, go look. Like, you can get it started with just like yoga, like just stretching.
Yeah.
Just stretching will get your like breath just nice and any type
of. I love breath. I mean,
yes, dude. I love breath, dude.
No, breath is key. No, I'm very interested in breath lately.
Yes.
Wait, Will, did you take any type of like acting or singing classes when you were at Drexel?
I took an acting class that was, it was okay.
Was it like an introductory course?
Yeah, I don't know. It just didn't feel like well, okay, here's the thing. I took a class that was a directing class, and I feel like I learned more about acting from that class than
I could see
the actual
yeah.
acting class.
Right.
But I mean, I'm sure I took away things from both, but the directing one was far more interesting to me.
Did you join like an acting club or an improv club or anything like that?
I tried to join the improv club several times.
I think you would have been good at improv. I think you'd be great.
Well,
at that.
I think,
dude,
this is gonna sound maybe annoying, but I think the reasoning that is that they already had my type. Like, they already had a tall white guy. Well, they had several tall white guys. That's just the nature of improv. So they had enough. You know, they didn't need me. And I think I probably would have been funny, but you know.
So you had to try out and stuff.
Yeah, I tried out maybe 3 or 4 times and got to the callbacks 3 times and then didn't get in 3 times.
Oh.
But it's fine. It is what it is, and now it's the trajectory will be of my career will be affected by that in a way that will be interesting.
Yes, certainly. So wait, Ty, when you were at the performing arts school, did you take any certain acting classes?
The first semester was like
I don't
intro
know
to acting.
I forget what you said.
No,
okay,
the first one was like intro to acting. Like, just like the first semester was basically our teacher, like, I know you all think you can act, but you really can't act, was basically what he was trying to tell us the whole semester. And like just getting us the basics. And then like second semester was scene breakdown. That was hella fun. And then the third semester was like, it was like a full throttle. Like, all right, here's your scene. I want it like blocked and everything, like actions and decision choices, all that made by next week. And we're all going to run all those scenes. So it was like, but like, it didn't seem like we already knew what to do now. So now it's just keep acting, keep doing this so you get it in your body, so you know what to do. When you graduate and you get a job, you're not freaking out like, oh shit, how do I do this? So like, yeah. And we had one improv class.
Really? You took
semester. It? Yeah, I did. It was so fun. It was so fun. I don't know why we didn't have improv.
I would be too nervous to do improv. Way too.
Dude, why?
No, dude, improv is one of the most fun things. It's so
dude, and it's so beneficial. If you want to, you say you want to do comedy, Cody. It's so beneficial.
But the thing with acting is, it's like I'm so bad at acting. But when it comes to like also with acting, you have to be like, it's a lot of commitment in some sort. Like, think about, this is kind of an extreme example, but like Joaquin Phoenix, didn't he lose like 50 pounds or something for the Joker?
You don't have to be Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah. I know, I said that wasn't extreme.
Acting is not losing weight.
Yeah, acting, Cody, is being yourself as the character.
It's being truthful in imaginary circumstances.
I have one credential for my acting career, and it was I was the genie in high school, and that was it.
It's a classic role.
Oh, I did
Classic.
Books Alive with Mrs. Walker as well. Did you do Books Alive?
Yeah.
Oh, that was so fun. Those were good times. So wait, Ty, how old were you when you started acting? Like in a play? Well, same question to you because I'm curious as well.
Oh man.
I mean, I started out in like at church with like just little like
I also did
Christmas
church plays.
things. You know what I mean?
That.
Like like Easter and Christmas and like all that.
Christmas is amazing.
Yes,
the
nativity. Like it was like I had that down. Had it all down.
The nativity scene is sort of like a timeless kind of thing.
Yeah, dude.
Christmas?
Nativity.
Oh, the nativity. Okay.
Did you do that, Cody? Did you ever?
Wait, the nativity scene or like an acting scene?
Like you would act out.
Scene, I'm saying the story of the nativity, but in that nativity scene is the little model that people have in their homes.
Yeah,
many people.
Well, when I used to go to this church, and I used to participate in like their little plays that we would perform in front of the people on Sunday. So yeah, I think I might have done a nativity scene, but I did a couple of those. But that was it.
The first time I really started getting into theater was like 6th grade, where I was in the Music Man at Braddock, and that kind of like took off. I was just like,
wait,
this is fun.
Play?
I was Charlie Cow and like a random bystander. Like I would come out at the beginning, like in the train.
That's a great play.
It's a great dude.
It's one of the best musicals.
I've never heard of it, Music Man.
Yeah, you have.
No, I haven't. I've never heard of it.
You've probably heard a song from it.
And he doesn't know the territory?
Is it just a play or is it also a movie? Or is it a book?
It's a musical. It has a movie. I don't know if it's Meredith. I don't know if it's a book. It beat West Side Story. Oh, they came out at the same time. They came out at the same time too, and it beat it for the Tony.
Are they both originally plays or are they adaptions of movies?
Well, West Side Story is a take on Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I actually didn't know that. Maybe I didn't know that. The more you know. I remember Mr. Mac.
The more you know is such a stupid phrase. The more you know what.
Like it? No, I remember when I first saw West Side Story, it was honestly it was like my junior year of high school, and our substitute brought in West Side Story, and we had to watch it for a week.
It took a week to watch. Oh, well, yeah.
Yes, it took a week to watch. I don't know. Do you remember that? Were you in that class?
Watching movies in school was so weird with the 40 minutes. They felt
VeggieTales was great.
Long.
VeggieTales was great.
Yeah,
I never complained.
Okay, I'm gonna keep it real. I hate VeggieTales.
No. Hear me out. Wait, hold on.
Pause.
When, Miss Blanos in religion class, she would sometimes let us watch a movie, and she would sometimes, pull out. You can either watch Charlie Brown or you can watch VeggieTales.
That's true.
And we always go VeggieTales over Charlie Brown. It's like that. The Halloween Charlie Brown, that was pretty good with the big pumpkin.
Boring.
I got a rock.
Veggies.
I don't even.
What did you say? Tales over Charlie Brown?
Yes.
Wow, that's interesting. There are some Charlie Brown classics, bro.
I just listen to the music, though.
Yeah, I mean, the one VeggieTales episode that sticks out is that David and Goliath one. Do you remember?
Okay, yeah, that's one I like.
They're all good, every single one.
That's the only one I can remember.
Know. I can't say they're not good. It's just when I was a kid, they used to freak me. They would freak me out. At church, they would play it all the time,
no,
and it's
that's one of the reasons I like it. I like that it's kind of uncomfortable. I love how it's so terribly rendered, especially those early ones.
Yeah.
It gives me this nostalgia, this mixed with this uncomfortableness. It's just so great.
Is it on Netflix?
And it has Christian lessons. I mean, what more could you want?
Wait, it does have Christian lessons. That's actually funny. Wait, is it on Netflix?
No, but Netflix bought them for a little bit, and I'm actually been meaning to read one of the co-creators' books, because the story of he sold Big Idea Productions, which made VeggieTales, and Netflix basically destroyed, the whole what made VeggieTales great, and then he was able to get it back, and I think they're like working on new ones now.
So what are you, the VeggieTales encyclopedia? How do you know so much about this?
It's one of my favorite things.
Oh my goodness. Cody. All right, I hate to do this. I'll be right back. I gotta go check something.
Why are you gonna leave middle of the podcast?
I mean, Joe Rogan leaves to take a piss sometimes. Can I go?
Why do you always bring up Joe Rogan in this podcast?
Because first off, you always talk shit on Joe, all right?
No, why do you always bring up Joe Rogan unless you bring up Joe Rogan to talk about?
But when I do bring up Joe Rogan, you always have something snarky or snidey to say about him.
Joe Rogan.
Will, Ty, get out of here. Will,
no, I want to be here for this. If you're gonna say something about Joe Rogan, what are you gonna say? Will, how do you feel about Joe?
No, that's what I was gonna ask. Because Will told me recently that because I am an avid watcher of Joe, believe it or not, even though I get annoyed with some of his comments, I still watch him because I think he has interesting guests. I also think they man's interesting himself. But Will recently told me he started watching some of his stuff. So, are you a fan now, Will, or are you just like?
I'm not a fan. I watched the Bill Maher interview.
Oh, the one I sent you.
Or a clip. I don't know.
Did you watch the one with Bernie?
I think maybe a clip or two.
All right, I'll be back. Keep talking. I'll be back.
I don't like him that much, but yeah. I don't agree with a lot, so that's all I'm speak to.
So you didn't watch the one with Bernie though, being
not in full.
But you're an avid Bernie supporter.
I'm a Bernie supporter, yeah.
So is it safe to say that you're gonna vote for him in the 2020 election?
Yeah.
That's respectable. And you've donated money to the Bernie campaign?
Yes.
I was an avid fan of Andrew Yang for a little bit, and then he ended up dropping out. But now I'm starting to feel the burn a little bit.
I think he's going to endorse Bernie if he hasn't already. Yang, I mean.
Oh yeah, I think he already kind of had. Like when he was like, my supporters will go to Bernie. It's kind of like
yeah. And I saw he retweeted Marianne Williamson, who just endorsed Bernie.
Bernie won in Nevada.
Yeah, I know.
That's huge.
He's the front runner.
I know. I mean, people thought it was going to be Biden, but no, I don't think Biden has a chance anymore. Nope. I think Pete somehow has a chance because he's just sticking in there. I don't know how he did in Nevada, though.
I read he didn't do well.
Who was second? Do you know in the polls?
No, I'm not sure on that.
I just know Bernie won because I saw the headline. And I was like, wow, Bernie's got a chance here. I mean, I think as of right now.
He sure does.
I think as of right now, since Yang is gone, I would say I'm probably going to vote for Bernie, but I really haven't looked into much of like Amy Klobuchar.
Can I just say something for your listeners? If you are unsure who you're going to vote for, just forget about the socialist tag for a second and just listen and watch Joe Rogan if you haven't already.
Yeah, I agree with that, actually.
Watch that. Read about what is. I know that the tag socialist is so charged that no one wants to even listen to what he has to say, but just listen because honestly, like.
Yeah, I think a lot of people who think he's like some type of socialist, crazy person like that, just so you should watch the Joe Rogan podcast because he is more mild-mannered there and temperate, I should say. But again, I haven't looked into much of like Amy Klobuchar because I honestly didn't think she'd stick around longer than Yang would. So
wait, you want to hear something? This is just unbelievably funny to me. Is that the other day, or no? This was like yesterday or the day before. I was walking past the News Corp building, and it had on the side, like on the side of the building, it has like headlines or different news things. Well, when I walked by, it was projecting or not projecting, but it was, I guess projecting is the word, but I don't mean a projection.
Was this in Times Square or where was this at?
It's next to like 30 Rock.
I don't know. I'm not from New York.
Okay.
Will, how much?
Anyway,
Okay.
it's not Times Square. Okay. Anyway, it was projecting one of Trump's tweets where he was name calling Pete Buttigieg and Klobuchar, and what he called Klobuchar was just dumb in parentheses and then Klobuchar. So stupid.
Trump.
Hey,
you're not a fan of Trump, are you? Will?
No.
Cody's sure not a fan of Trump. God damn.
I'm not a fan of Trump.
Let me say this. Will. I told Cody this the other day, but don't you feel, or do you slightly feel like, let's say it's Bernie against Trump in the primaries, right?
Yeah.
Now, I'm saying, and I feel this, like, if Bernie doesn't win by a fucking landslide, like if it's neck and neck, I honestly feel like they're gonna shit him. They're gonna, like, he's gonna get the raw end of the stick or something. But if he's
Bernie is
against Trump in the election coming, I'm saying, like,
here's the thing is that
hypothetically is what I'm saying.
No, the media does not want Bernie to win, and this is what was happening.
Yeah, the Democrats don't want him to win, I don't think.
The Democrats, I mean, it doesn't matter. It's the Democrats.
No, I think the media wants him to win. Why doesn't the media want him to win?
The media doesn't want him to win because he's so anti-pharmaceutical industry, anti-billionaires. Wait, that's funny. The way I said billionaires was like the intonation that Bernie uses. But
is Bernie himself a billionaire?
No.
Is he a millionaire?
I don't know.
He's probably a millionaire.
He makes money.
For sure.
I don't even know what the salaries of senators are, but anyway.
But he's also just had sponsors and endorsements probably. But yeah,
what I was gonna say was about the media thing is because the money gets funneled into the media from these companies, and so that's the funders. It's all like these elite people that are all not wanting to get taxed, basically, because that's how Bernie's wanting to pay for a lot of the stuff that he's saying. Oh, how can we pay like people are like, how can you pay for this? And it's because he's going to be taxing like the wealthier people very heavily.
Yeah, and then that's why you think the media doesn't want him to win?
That's one reason, yeah.
But most people I seem to talk to think like Bernie would be the most sensible option. Besides, like, some people think Warren. Some people like Warren. I'm not a fan of Warren myself, but she has
good. But I think she has more like because their stuff is a little bit similar. I mean there are some viewpoints that Bernie has that no one else has. I mean, don't quote me on this, but I want to say like he is the only person. Maybe Yang had this take, but that people in prison should be able to vote.
I agree with that to an extent. Like, I mean, yeah,
which I think they should be.
Even the violent offenders.
I mean, every human being, I think, should be able to vote.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You're right. I guess, but it's just like, I'm thinking of like the worst case scenario, which is like Chris Watts, which is like,
I don't know who this is.
I don't know. He was kind of like a serial killer type thing, but you think he should be able to vote? I mean, he's in prison for the rest of his life. You know what I mean? He's not getting out.
I mean,
he's not getting out.
I think that's irrelevant at that point. Like the amount of serial killers.
Yeah, but I guess we'd have to put in a whole nother like thing or law or whatever saying that, oh, what's the serial killer, and if you pass this, then you can't vote. You know what I mean?
To me, it doesn't bother me because I would say that it kind of goes with how I don't agree with the death penalty at all.
What, are most prisoners Democrat or something?
I have no idea.
I wonder what that stat is. What were you saying?
That I don't agree with the death penalty, and I think like I'm just kind of I'm putting voting into kind of a right like of being and or even just being a person living in a place, being a human.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
Cody.
What?
Just looked up here. It says 7 in 10 felons register as Democrat.
So 70%.
Well, here's the thing: is that I think they would.
Well, that's felons
because you have a predominant amount. You have a large percentage of Black population being put into prisons, and then there's like the prison industrial complex, and a lot of those people are usually Democrats.
True.
But what it says felons, does that mean
So
convicted felon, like they're in prison now, or does that mean you can be a felon and not be in prison? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know if that means just people who were in prison are out, or does people currently in prison? What's the rule now? Is it up to state by state if they can vote, or can they vote now, or what's the rule? I don't even know, honestly.
I don't know yet. Hold on.
So wait, you don't even know if they can vote right now?
I actually don't.
So I'm reading here. It says there's 5.8 million eligible voters that are in jail right now. So I can see why.
So the Republicans would want to keep them from voting. I can see why that.
Right, I can see why that. And if
70%
is what, Cody?
How would that work with like their residences though? Like some people get. I guess you could do it an absentee ballot.
That's the thing that is like this ridiculousness about voting in this United States is how you have to register. Like there's automatic registration in so many other countries.
Oh, they're making it so easy now though here, bro. Like around election time, there's like apps to register. There's like
I know they're trying to make it easier to combat that like voter suppression, which happens a lot.
Yeah.
In areas like
a lot of systematic bullshit going on.
Absolutely.
That's true. Okay.
All right. Final plugs. I got to plug my social media.
Okay. Go ahead and plug your social media. Well,
on Instagram, we're at Dude How Are You? And on Twitter, we're at Dude How Are You?
Wait, for Twitter, you've had the same profile pic, haven't you, for years?
I'd actually like to know how long it was, but I'm not sure. It's been like maybe 5. I don't know how long I've had it.
And you don't plan on changing anytime soon?
No. It's never.
That's great. I love that. I guess great.
Because guess what? I want you to look at the tweet and know, this one's going to be good.
Absolutely.
That's true.
All right, so you got that Instagram, you got Twitter, anything else?
Listen to Sure on Spotify. There's 2 singles out.
When that album drops, everyone go listen to it.
Yeah.
He'll make an announcement.
Sure, and that's why you should follow the social media.
Yes. Make sure you follow our social media accounts too. We have a Twitter. It's at Generally Speak 9. I think Tylen made that bullshit. I don't know why it's Generally.
Fuck you, Cody. 9. You're the one who was like, I'm in charge of the Twitter page. You get the Facebook.
Okay, whatever. We also have a Facebook. I know,
Generally Speaking with Ty and Cody on the Facebook. SoundCloud, Generally Speaking with Ty and Cody. We're getting an Instagram soon. Gonna work on that.
Yeah, we're gonna make an Instagram. I was reluctant on making an Instagram, but now I kind of want to make an Instagram. So
yeah,
we're gonna make an Instagram here soon, probably within the week. So make sure you go follow that. Check out the YouTube page. Make sure you like, subscribe. Thank you, Will, for being on the podcast.
Yes, Will, thank you so much. Thank you.
No problem, guys.
Good luck
good luck with the next one.
Thanks, man.
Thank you. Good luck with your
endeavors, bro.
Yeah, good luck with your future endeavors. And all right, I'll see you guys.
All right, I'll see you.
All right.